We often have the notion that the older we get, the less exciting life will be, and that we'll have less to look forward to, and our best years are going further and further behind us. But what if our best years are yet to come? And getting older isn't a topic to be embarrassed about, but an opportunity to do more, and that the years ahead will be the best we ever had. Hey gang, in this video I'll discuss some insights from the book Age is Just a Number by Charles Eugster, a very old and healthy man who accomplished more past 50 than he ever did before it. With so many people worrying about their age in their 20s, 30s and 40s, this book is a reminder that aging can be a gift, if we use it right. We'll also hear some insights from the author on how to age successfully by being constructive and actively engaged with exercise. Charles is a very old and healthy man who in his 90s became a bodybuilder, competitive runner, record breaker, TED Talk speaker, author, and achieved many more things. Using his long life as an example, the 97-year-old developed many of his passions in the later stages of his life. He wrote this book to show people that you can look at your life with nothing but opportunity ahead, and uses himself as a personal reminder of what's possible. Using himself as an example, the 97-year-old developed most of his passions in the later stages of his life. He wrote this book to show people that you can look at your life with nothing but opportunity ahead. And at a point in time where most of us imagine being old as being frail, weak, meek, staring out your window all day or stuck in a care home, Charles uses himself as a personal reminder of what's possible.
At the time, I might have faced what I considered to be the horror of old age. I chose to reinvent myself.
Charles takes on several challenges in his life as he gets older, and that's personally what he felt made his life feel more meaningful. Self-proclaimed as lazy in his youth, he went on to create several businesses and participate in competitive sports. He's won more than 100 fitness awards for sports including bodybuilding and rowing, winning the majority of these accolades past 70. Here are a few instances Charles reinvented himself. In his 60s, he started his own business by working on it in the evenings and weekends, alongside his regular job, while also rowing 6 days a week. He got divorced in his 70s, but went on to find love and remarry. At age 85, he started bodybuilding and set out to get a beach body. He found employment again at 90, became a public speaker at 93, and an author at 97. He even learned to use a computer to write this book. Yes, he's that old. These milestones in his life, coupled with the age he achieved them, just goes to show there's no time limit on trying something new or being who you want to be. Every decade or so, he's embarking on the next stage of his life, and at each stage he wants something different. He woke up one day at 50 and realized he wanted to get into shape. After his sons grew up, he wanted to focus more on entrepreneurial activities. In his 60s, he wanted to focus on youthful pastimes and return to his passions. He went through many different stages in his life, and at each different stage, he wanted something different. So if you're at a point where it feels like everyone around you is having kids, or buying a house, or getting married, and that's not what you want, no pressure. That's not your stage. Make the most of what you want at this period of your life. It's never too late to reinvent yourself. You might find reasons to reinvent yourself that are completely individual to you. Charles states that it's worth establishing goals as a catalyst for change. Assessing where you are in life isn't as simple as asking how old you are. Age and ability don't always go hand in hand. There's a funny little conversation in the book that just goes to show no matter your age, you might want something that people completely don't expect. So at 87, he wants to build some muscle and he decides to ask for help from a personal trainer.
He wants to do what?
The personal trainer said.
I want a beach body,
Charles said.
There are many beautiful 70-year-old women out there, and I want to turn their heads.
But yeah, I thought that was pretty funny. Just goes to show you could want anything at any stage in your life.
Your old age can be an incredible opportunity, and not simply a period of degeneration before an inevitable end.
Why do so many people, including myself, see 25, 30, 40 as the end? Somehow reaching a certain number excludes you from fulfilling your true potential. Rather, we should view these milestones as a new beginning. We shouldn't let a certain age we reach limit the potential of what we can accomplish. In many ways, this isn't the end, but a new beginning. Old age is an incredible opportunity, and so is the age you have now. Your next birthday isn't the end, but a new start. Let's recognize where we are in life right now. Right now is a time where new talents can be developed regardless of age. Here's my favorite quote from the book. While we're not getting any younger, it shouldn't be a source of embarrassment. We're simply talking about the number of years we've been on this earth. And though time passes at the same rate for us all, there's often a big difference between the number of candles on a birthday cake and how we actually feel. Getting older is a gift, not a source of embarrassment. It just means that you have more time to do the things that matter to you. Getting older brings new opportunities. A few of my friends have died young, and I have a million more opportunities than they'll ever receive simply by being alive longer. A person's life can end early, and many people's do. So every extra day in life is truly a gift. If you're getting older, it's not a negative thing. It's an opportunity to do more. So see it as one. What will you do with the opportunity? Here's a quote by one of my favorite YouTubers that sums it up very well. Age is just candles on a cake. Life is the cake itself. So dig in. Frankie Flynn. Charles aged with a healthy body and mind, which isn't just down to a miracle, but the result of hard work and commitment to a healthy lifestyle. So if you want to live a long or able life, here's 3 areas Charles encourages to focus on. Health. He believes that building muscle mass is essential in being physically capable, as we lose a lot of muscle mass age 50 and beyond, and even eating a diet high in protein can help conserve muscle. He believes having massive amount of aerobic exercise such as rowing doesn't really help in the aging process. He had a couple of friends who rowed all the time. They were rowing hours a day, every day, and they ended up deteriorating both physically and mentally. So he saw that and he decided to cut back a bit and focus on the gains. Regular exercise prevents premature death, which is no surprise really. The WHO organization recommend 150 minutes of vigorous exercise every week for the average adult, and when you go 60 and beyond, it's 300 minutes, which makes sense. You need more exercise as you get older, not less. And on diet, the golden rule is to eat a variety of food each day. So just eat bad foods less often and healthy foods more often. That's his secret. That's his secret for aging gracefully. Continue to work as you get older, as he believes a lack of work will only fasten the aging process. People who stop working, like retirement, is one of the key reasons people tend to deteriorate. He believes working can be very therapeutic. I know it can't be a joy all the time. Sometimes we've got to work to pay off a mortgage or provide for our kids, or maybe you've got a loan you have to pay off. But it's a contributing factor to self-worth, identity, it can provide a sense of community, and it's a good way to practice your social skills. But you don't need to limit yourself to the regular 9 to 5 or a regular job. You could do creative work, maybe something artistic, or start a business venture, maybe joining a club, some sort of social club where you get to talk to people. Maintain a healthy outlook. Feeling good as you get older is not just about being physically fit. Your mental well-being is equally important. Obviously, life is not all highlights. The author himself went through quite a few lows. Starting from his 60s, he was unhappy with his appearance. A lot of his friends began to deteriorate both physically and mentally. He got divorced. His second wife died. He felt like he died with her. Retiring at 80 certainly didn't help either. It left him bored, inactive, and feeling lost. With no purpose or goal, he realized the experience of retirement is different from his expectations.
When I reflect on that period, it's quite clear to me now that I was depressed. In grief, however, it's hard to see things with such clarity. Life is simply dominated by what is no longer there.
Charles eventually realizes that the inactivity of retirement is causing this change in mood. What was meant to be a blissful period in his life left him bored and now physically deteriorating. Life became a struggle due to the reasons it was supposed to be good. He had nothing to do. But at several of his low points in the book, and especially his lowest point, he threw himself even harder into work he finds rewarding. Doing this gave him a better outlook on life by taking charge of what he can control. Personal pursuits, hobbies and challenges, there's no reason to give them up as we age. Work and exercise continue to help Charles feel positive about himself and his place in life. Unfortunately, depression is often associated with the isolation that comes with old age, so find a way to be social. He also says, knowing that people care about you can make a big difference in your outlook. You need some sort of purpose or activity to dedicate yourself towards to feel alive. The bottom line, Charles believes the secret to successful aging is rebuilding your body through diet and exercise, creating a purpose through work, and rejuvenating your mind in the process. What the author is trying to say in this book is that we have to transform what it means to be old. His only regret is that he did not start earlier. We can look upon him as an example that life is not over at 30, 40, 50 or even 90. Something he learned early on is that a race is never over until the last stroke. Your age can be an incredible opportunity. I hope Charles' example goes to show not to worry about achieving a certain number of things at a certain age. You can achieve things at any age and do whatever. Your life doesn't have a defined end date because of a certain number or if you're close to a certain number. Sadly, Charles passed away a few years ago. So thank you, Charles, for the wisdom. I salute you, sir. You've inspired me. Is there anyone who's made it to old age that inspires you, either living or dead? Leave a comment down below. Jack LaLanne is another one of my old-timer inspirations. I'm Frankie Flynn, and remember, stop worrying and start living. I'll leave you with another funny little story that demonstrates Charles not giving up. He wishes to enter a running contest, and he's being told on the phone that there's no one he can run against. In his category, he's 95 plus. He's the only person, so they can't host the race. So he's on the phone and he's asking, he's like, could I run alongside another category? I asked. Well, we could put you in a lane with the 70 plus. That sounds fine. 70 plus women. Perfect.